Today is the 6th day of September in my hometown of Dundestown, that is located in Abaco, Bahamas. It's late evening. Sunday I do a lot of videos because I got a lot of stuff, and it's all about education and constructive criticism. Somebody said something today on my Facebook page that you're talking about all this stuff, but why don't I do something? Kai is a member of the Dundestown Town Committee. When they have meeting, they don't let me know because they don't want to hear the strong answers. Kai is not the member of parliament for North South Abaco. The FNM is afraid of Kai Mills because I bring something to the table that they can't handle. So I am doing something, whether you know it or not. I'm speaking out. You know, I'm not big on Facebook, but last check I got 1,400 persons that are following me on Facebook because they want to hear from Abaco. Unfortunately, I am the only raw, unscented, uncut, direct, truthful, independent news man in Abaco, WCAY. No other persons is giving you the raw cut news. They're giving you the FNM news, the watered down news, period. But I want to show off my 1,400 people that are following me. And hopefully you guys are going to register and vote for me because this education. What I'm doing constructive criticism, and I'm educating and informing all of these in one video. You just gotta take your time. I am long-winded. I can't do 3 minutes video. There's too much garbage going on to let you know. And everybody been sending me this Abaco Strong community town meeting hosted by Crystal Williams on the 12th of September. And the keynote speakers, George Cornish and Roscoe Thompson and others. Let not your heart be troubled. This same person hosted a meeting in the Friendship Tabernacle and brought Mackie Penn also. So obviously they have broken up, not speaking, so they're not on another bandwagon. All these persons that I spoke about, they voted FNM. And when we were in the church in Friendship Tabernacle, place full of people, but it was a nothing meeting, because what happens after the hurricane that we thought was so bad, it wasn't bad after all, because some of these people become significant after Hurricane Dorian. Remove Hurricane Dorian and see how significant they were before Hurricane Dorian. Ask yourself, could they get elected in local government in their township? I think not. So they are insignificant. They're using the platform to try to give themselves some notoriety. There's no merit in what they do, and nothing gonna come out of it. If you voted for Darren Henfield like George and Crystal, and Roscoe that voted for James Albury, campaign, put up his stickers, the meeting doesn't mean nothing. You could beat your head against the wood like a woodpecker much as you like. I asked in the meeting when she invited Denley Mackie Penn, where is Darren Henfield? I'm asking while they're going to mash up, where's James Albury? You may not like James Albury, and most people don't. but at least put him there like a rooster. He has to have the answer. Crystal, Roscoe, and George don't have no answer to this meeting. You're having the meeting in our Rock Agency parking lot. If my boy Silver Sawyer was alive, you wouldn't have that no way around him. He was not into politics. He don't like them. He know the crooks and the crony, so he have them off his property. Number two, as I give you some constructive criticism, if 20 car park in the Our Rock parking lot, it's filled. Wrong location. Thirdly, 12 noon, sun is hot as hell. Who gonna sit in the sun and listen to foolishness? Now that you're on George Corners bandwagon, I want you to ask him, my mother, after my mother died, there's so much stuff that she said that come back into Kai Mills' brains. And she said, Kai, if you sleep with dogs long enough, you will wake up with flea. And I want to say that to these fellas. If you sleep with old pot cake itchy dogs, itch on them. When you get up from sleeping with them, you got fleas in your eye, ear, nose, and mouth. So be careful who you sleep with and trying to be significant. Is Roscoe gonna be there? Sun gonna be hot. So my followers of Facebook need not your heart to be troubled. Stay focused. I got death threat. I am focused. I got the money man offering me the sky, the moon, and the sun. I took the earth. I didn't falter or forgot. I saw a clip that several people sent to me. They must think it's a part of my life, and it is a part of my life, by T.D. Jakes. He said, you don't know what you go through to try to get in a position to help your people. Every time the sun set for the past 6 years, Kai Mills have to be indoors because the enemy is out there. You got to watch where you eat. Watch who you talk to, because they're picking. Just like David tried to run me over right next to my house. I ain't far from the house. I'm home. And the boy won't kill me. So what do you think? My friends called me that watching Miami Heat tried to kill Milwaukee Bucks. I'm a Miami Heat. Everything Miami, I'm there. I'm a Dolphin. I'm a Heat. Everything Miami. I ain't going all about. And they called me. They were having a social. I said, buddy, I ain't like Miami Heat to die. Y'all go. That place, those people there don't respect mask, and they think that COVID-19 is foreign. So many young people gonna die. I have to remain alive to say, as I knew them. But I just want to say something to the host of this meeting. I want you to ask George Cornish, who's trying to get the PLP nomination, who voted for Darren Henfield mining Farid Newbold. See, Farid Newbold is his savior. That's how we get chief constable 3 times, because of Farid Newbold. He guiding George Cornish to try to get mine. He just kicked Renato in the behind because Renato couldn't get him signed key off of Bakersby. Now Farid is trying to get George Cornish as member of parliament, as he little toy boy, to do whatever he wants. It ain't about George. It is Farid Newbold who's staring George Cornish. But ask George Cornish, Kai Mills want to know, what happened to that money that you signed somebody else's signature for 3 years for $1,800? $1,500 a month. Add up the money. I want to get it clear. I know he is. He's my friend, so I'm going to call his name. If he was my friend, I'll call his name to say that you use this man's signature. And you were so greedy, you didn't give him $1. You went to the bank, and Kermit in the bank recognized that you were forging this man's signature for 3 years. Came to Kai Mills. I said, why are you coming to me? Call the police. He knows better. And then asked the keynote speaker that's trying to get a PLP nomination for North Abaco, George Cornish, what happened to the $60,000 of local government money that only him and Farin Newbold knows about? There was never a quorum. There was never any minutes to suggest what happened to the $60,000 of local government money, and the money disappeared. I went to Nassau on my expense, went to the local government office and reported. There is an investigation, an active investigation, because Kai Mills was signed up to do better for the people of Dundastan and Central Pines. And Kai want to know, and all the other inquiry minds want to know, what did George and Farin Newbold did for that $60,000? You see, the administrator that is from Abaco, she signed. See, Farin don't sign nothing, George. You're so ill-advised. Farin had you sign because your signature, you and the administrator. All the monies in Central Abaco, the only two signatures, the chief counselor and the administrator. They removed the administrator, but still a new administrator is in power, and they still can't find where and what y'all did with the $60,000 for local government for Dundastan. So when you speak on Saturday at noon at Iraq Agency parking lot, George Cornish, when Crystal Williams, that become all significant after Hurricane Blue Iron, when she about to introduce you, I want Crystal Williams to ask you, George, why did you sign somebody's signature for 3 years, $1,800 a month, and did nothing? And then Crystal also should ask you, what happened to Dundastan $60,000? Then the meeting should be over, because you don't want to give them the answer. I know the answer, but I will give that on another day and time. I can't give you all the juice now, but I got the juice in my dossier. I have the paperwork. Sit down in your little corner until your name is half as good as Kai Mills. See, this thing I run against the PLP and the FNM before, my name is clear. You got people like David Henfield and Darren M trying to put people before the courts. That's what they have done all their life. There's no criminality involving Kai Mills' name. That is why I could step without fear or favor fearlessly. And I could come to the camera and say, sit down with your little meeting. And my Facebook followers, don't worry about that little meeting. The sun gonna be hot there on Saturday. And ain't nobody gonna be in no hot sun listen to a bunch of fool. What would be a gathering if they could convince the people that they voted for? Roscoe voted for James, bring his little behind down there and get one pants for Darren that's not so tight, and let Darren come and sit down and explain to y'all while he's been absent for 1 year and 6 days, and ask him what is the plan moving forward for North Abaco. Kai cares. Don't worry about the naysayers. They will come and they shall go. Kai cares.